Therefore, it is critical for you to select a suitable type of audit, which giving you a more comprehensive review in terms of the operations of the organizations. Or it will depend on which will give you greater positive impact to the organization as a whole or to the quality of the products or processes in overall. Now the question here is, how do you decide which audit type is suitable or when they are preferred? In these videos, we're going to address this issue. First, when we talk about the process-based vertical audit, and this audit type is preferred when you want to evaluate the process efficiency or effectiveness as a whole, meaning that the process or the product remain the most critical element of the organizations. Therefore, you put emphasis onto those processes or product. For example, a company selling multiple products, with certain product remain extremely critical, contributing a large percentage of the profit. Now, in order to yield the greatest impact out of continuous monitoring through ISO 9001, probably you can consider the process-based vertical audit specifically designed onto that specific product. This is one of the example. Another example is if your organizations emphasize on certain processes which found to be critical to the operations of the company, you can't bear to have that particular process break down or underperforming, which the impact it will be very huge to the overall operations of the company. Then probably you can use this audit type specifically looking into that process. Now, how about the department-based vertical audit? I would say this method is more average and it covers a comprehensive operations of the entire organization because this look into various departments. It evaluates how well the department operates and meets all the relevant clauses. Now, having all the department covered, checking against most of the clauses in ISO 9001, you give a thorough check in terms of the organization's operations. Next is the horizontal audit. This audit type is preferred in order to verify uniform applications of the policies and procedures across departments, especially when you identify certain clauses are critical to your organizations, which non-compliance to that particular clause will lead to greater impact in terms of the company's operations or quality controls. Then you may go for the horizontal audit. At this stage, you may still find it quite unclear. Maybe let us try to make it simpler. Of course, this is based on my personal opinion. Now, if your organization is freshly adopting the ISO 9001, probably the department-based vertical audit, it will be more suitable for you. Why is it so? Because in the transitions from no ISO towards the applications of the ISO, there will be a lot of fine-tunings required. In this case, you will need to look into all the departments to have a broader coverage to ensure all the departments are well established and all the relevant processes are in place. Now, if your organization has already well established with ISO, it will depend. If the organizations focus more on certain processes or product, which bring into certain major contributions to the performance of the organizations, then you could consider the process-based vertical audit. This one is more straightforward. You monitor the product or you monitor certain critical stages of the process. Now, in order for you to identify those, you should have some historical data, or you should be able to pinpoint where are the critical areas. Similarly, you may use the horizontal audit once you have identified which clauses of ISO 9001 are usually non-compliant or is likely to yield to greater impacts towards the performance of the organizations. This is one step further. So to make it simple, you can consider the department-based vertical audit is the immediate, average, and short-term to monitor the implementations of the ISO 9001, whereas the process-based vertical audit can be short-term or medium-term, especially when you have identified certain critical processes or products. And the horizontal audits, it will be more advanced level. Very likely you have gone through many cycles of audit, which if you continue to deal with the department-based vertical audit, they will likely end up to be similar repeating clauses being non-compliant. Over the years, you realize that even though you do thorough check, it will end up to be similar. By then, maybe you can consider transforming into the horizontal audit, which is more efficient, more details into certain critical clauses that is likely bring you a greater impact or huge improvement towards that certain clauses of ISO across multiple departments within the organizations. In another word, this implies the selections of the audit type can be governed by the type of the organizations. Even though for the same organizations, at different circumstances or different times, may lead to different suitable audit type. Now you have to decide what are your strategies, where should you put the emphasis, which is likely bring you a greater impact to the company while selecting the audit type during the audit exercise.